Son fils de 22 ans était encore vierge et il avait voulu se venger de n'avoir jamais embrassé une femme.
All of you sexually active men, I hate you. I hate all
Mais
of you.
après avoir mis fin brutalement à la vie de 6 personnes, son père était resté la seule personne à pouvoir parler en son nom.
And my son did that. My son caused so much pain and suffering for so many families.
Son ego était disproportionné.
I do everything I can to appear attractive to you. I dress nice. I'm sophisticated. I'm magnificent. I have a nice car, a BMW.
Mais tout comme le grand rejet qu'il provoquait auprès des femmes.
I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy. And yet you throw yourselves at all these obnoxious men instead of me, the supreme gentleman.
Jusqu'à ce jour où était arrivée la goutte qui avait fait déborder le vase.
After spending weeks working out in his room so that he would catch the attention of girls at the party, his ego was squashed when a group of female partygoers rejected him. They were sitting on a ledge, and he fell into a fit of rage and tried to push them off of it. The men in the party charged him, pushing him off the ledge instead. They beat him up and broke his ankle. As he stumbled away, he realized he'd left his designer sunglasses at the party. He was so drunk that he walked into the neighbor's house instead, demanding his sunglasses back. The people inside knew what happened next door and beat him up again. Humiliated, he decided it was time to solidify his plans for the day of retribution.
It all has to come to this. I'm 22 years old, and I'm still a virgin. I've never even kissed a girl. You forced me to suffer all my life, and now I'll make you all suffer.
Le 23 mai 2014, Rodger avait poignardé 3 jeunes dans leur maison et ensuite, il avait conduit jusqu'à une maison de fratrie où il avait ouvert le feu contre 4 autres personnes, causant la mort de 2 femmes. Cette affaire, bien sûr, avait fait le tour du monde, mais la souffrance occasionnée avait aussi touché son propre père, Rodger.
Mr. Rodger, Elliot was your son, and he is. How do you mourn a child whom others vilify?
It's very hard, Barbara. It's very, very hard. After reading the journal, I had a lot of anger for him. And I think my job now is to try and replace that anger with love and forgiveness. But at the same time, I'm haunted by this disease, this human being that changed and became something else.
La vision qu'avait Peter sur son fils était erronée. C'était un père fier et il n'avait aucune idée des sombres pensées qui habitaient la tête d'Elliot.
Every night I go to sleep, I wake up and I think of those young men and young women that and that were injured and were terrorized. And my son did that. My son caused so much pain and suffering for so many families.
When you wake up in the morning, what do you think?
It's like a reverse nightmare situation. When you go to sleep normally, you have a nightmare and you wake up and, oh, everything's okay.
Yeah.
Now I go to sleep, I might have a nice dream. And then I wake up and then slowly the truth of what happened dawns on me. And, that is that my son was a master.
Car ses pensées sont ce qui épuise le plus l'esprit de Peter. Son fils l'avait fait devenir aussi sans le vouloir un autre méchant de l'histoire.
You did not think that Elliot was or certainly not.
There's no way I thought that this boy could hurt a flea. I mean, this is the most unbelievable thing, Barbara. What I don't get is we didn't see this coming at all.
Did you know that he was sick?
No. This is the American horror story, or the world's horror story, is when you have somebody who on the outside is one thing and on the inside is something completely different.
Mais pour ne pas s'effondrer dans la douleur, Peter Rodger avait décidé de faire entendre sa voix pour sensibiliser les
There
gens.
have been numerous schools. None of the parents of other have spoken with us. Why did you decide that you would speak up?
The only reason I'm here is to tell his story to try and stop this happening again.
Car dès qu'il avait appris la tragédie, il avait assumé sa responsabilité et il s'était rapproché des familles des victimes. Il avait vu dans le massacre brutal qu'avait commis son fils une opportunité pour débuter une bataille contre le port d'armes à feu aux États-Unis, et la voix de Richard Martinez, le père d'une des victimes, avait été celle qui avait été choisie pour diffuser ce message.
Our children deserve a land free from fear. Son, you will live in our hearts forever and ever. If you agree that the people in Washington should hear that not one more person should have to because of this ridiculous situation, then when I raise my hand, I want you to shout so loud that they're going to hear you. Are you with me? Not good enough. One more time, are you with me? Not one more! Not one more!
Mais bien sûr, derrière cette lutte infatigable, restent encore en suspens des centaines de questions dans l'esprit de Peter Rodger.
The father of Adam Lanza now says that there are times he wishes his son had never been born. Do you ever feel that way?
That's a really loaded question. That's a loaded question, Barbara. A part of me says yes. And the reason is because he did an awful lot of harm to young men and young women who didn't deserve to. And my son did it.
Ce qu'avait fait Elliot Rodger l'avait transformé en une espèce de héros aux yeux de ceux qui idolâtraient sa mission. Car bien sûr, pour certaines personnes misogynes, il avait été un pionnier de la rébellion des incels, un groupe de jeunes hommes qui sont célibataires involontairement et qui ressentent beaucoup de haine envers les femmes car elles ne leur prêtent pas d'attention, et aussi envers ceux qui arrivent à avoir des relations facilement. Des affaires similaires à celle-ci ont malheureusement eu lieu, comme c'est le cas d'Alex Minassian au Canada, qui avait mis fin à la vie de 10 personnes après avoir foncé dans la foule avec son van. Mais bien sûr, derrière la souffrance des familles de victimes, il y a aussi la douleur que l'assassin provoque chez ses propres proches, car ce sont eux qui restent pour assumer, et ils doivent lutter constamment avec le stigmate de savoir que leur enfant est un odieux criminel.
Did you know that he was sick?
No. This is the American horror story, or the world's horror story, is when you have somebody who on the outside is one thing and on the inside is something completely different.